What's up, guys? I'm Vell and I'm going to talk about my last year's experience as the 2014 Kundiman sa Makati champion. So, my experience in competing for in the Kundiman sa Makati representing Barangay San Antonio, which is my representation, which is my constituency, and of course I'm still being trained by a trainer with good and great knowledge in music, and she is happened to be my pianist during my training rehearsal day. Actually, it was about after my class in music history, or after my voice lit, I was about to go to her house because it's time for me to train and to practice the song. So I have another competitor. Who also represents the same constituency as mine, and he sang Madaling Araw, early morning in English. Mucha Pasig is my contest piece. This translated as the Maiden of Pasig. Yeah. So, way back on my training, going back to my training days prior to the Kundiman sa Makati 2014, I was being trained and being given advice by this trainer of mine that I have a little tone to work on, because sometimes I was in the peak of having a microtone flat. Yeah. And all in all, before Mucha Pasig was chosen, I sang Ano Kayang Kapalaran and Sa Kabukiran. So, none of those songs are chosen for my contest piece. So, they insisted me to sing Mucha ng Pasig as my piece because, first of all, it required a lot of interpretation, which is much applicable to other Filipino art songs or so-called Kundiman. And, of course, they required that repertoire. Mucha ng Pasig requires of vocal stamina and vocal technique, of course, and of course your own music dynamic markings. And of course, the chordal progression of the piano is also hard because the chord of the piano is much different from the vocal progression. So, in fact, I was like experiencing somewhat, I'm so nervous, I'm feeling nervous, man, I feel nervous, I might not win again, I might not be winning again. And this trainer told me, win or win. They never call it win or lose. So win or win, whatever happens, be happy because you performed at once. And of course, during the practice for the competition, prior to the competition, we were about to go to the event at the University of Makati about 10 a.m. for the sound checking, the head counting of the contestants. So all of a sudden, one of the contestants just backed out because of school matters, and I was the only one, so I'll be the sole representative of my constituency. So, going back to the sound checking, I was about to have my turn since I got so sleepy during my travel from Barangay San Antonio to West Rembo, which is the place, is the address of University of Makati, the only university, not only, just the only university with a wide baseball arena, if I'm not mistaken. So going back to the sound checking process, I was about to sing, then I realized I'm lost in the focal point because I'm very sleepy. Sometimes I never think of my class because I already asked my classmate to excuse me from the class because it's my contest already. So going back to that, I was about to sing, and I admit that I was in the point of being so numb because of the focal point, because the lights are so much brighter, so much stronger, so my eyes has possible to do this. Yeah. And of course, I was about to sing the Mutya na Pasig. Yeah. They are like, no need for another repeat, but I wanted to repeat because I wanted to know if the sound is good and the feedback is very good for my preference. So the second, my first sound checking needs more on adjusting the sound, the feedback in the microphone, because the microphone is not that kind of strong. But the second time of my sound checking, it went well. So after that, it was about to practice another song, which is the Makati hymn, in which will be sung by me and the other contestants. So other contestants, especially from Makati Society Choir, they knew the hymn, but I didn't know the hymn. So it is worse for me to do watermelon, like random singing, like singing words, random singing in words. So it's not the best for a performer, even though you're a choir or an ensemble. So I have this person beside me who is familiar with the hymn. So he dictated me each word. So okay, he dictated me words and I sang it. So I admit that I could sometimes listen to the song by ear, even though it's unpracticed, unschooled, unrehearsed. So I have to concentrate solely on the song that we're singing. And the conductor also sang the song, in which I can follow. So all in all, okay, I can follow instantly while the conductor is singing. It was about the competition proper. So many people are there in attendance, in good attendance. So this is the moment that we contestants been waiting for. So this is already a fight, a good fight. Okay, so before my turn, we're just like talking, we're taking pictures, and when it's my turn, I was about to act like it's nothing. I'm nervous inside, but in the outside I'm not. It's nothing for me. So with that, I was about to sing Mutya na Pasig. and the microphone already is very good, and the feedback is much better. So when I sang Mucha Pasig, it was like, oh, I was about to do the interpretation, and during the higher ending, it's like, it's gonna be like, let it out, let it go, everything, let it go of everything. And then I didn't feel that I did great, and many people would definitely clap for me for a long time for the next contestant. Especially I've heard of other people shouting like, woo! And after the contest, we were about to exchange numbers. So I exchanged number from a fellow contestant. We exchanged numbers, and we're like singing along with the Makati choir because it's time for the judges to tabulate. So tabulating the scores of contestants. I was like, okay, it's time. It's time. When I thinking that I don't know if I could win or not. I tried to sing along with the choir and tried to conducting with it. And of course, all of us contestants are about to witness who will win within us. So we're holding hands. I told them, oh, hold their hands, hold hands together. It's just like Suicide Club, the movie, and old girls holding hands together and jump. Well, we'd never do that. We hold hands together just to be so calm and relaxed. Like, oh, let's hold our hands, guys. Let's hold our hands. Hawak tayo mga kamay. Hawakan natin mga kamay ng mga katabi natin. Let's hold our hands together. So, way back, so I've heard had already accomplished their tabulation of the scores of the contestants. So the MC got the score and the name of the winners. She mentioned first the score before the name. Let's say the winner for the third place with the percentage of blah blah percent, yeah, in Filipino language. So my choir mate won third place, while second runner up, who is from the Makati Society Choir, had got second place, while myself had won first. And when the MC mentions my constituency, I was about to go down, and I was about to get down on my knees, and I was in nice circle here. I was like, I'm happy, like, it's like in happiness, I'm in awe. Yeah, and one of the contestants, coming from the second runner-up, told me, I told you you will win. And it went a consideration as my easy winning performance. And like, okay, picture with the contestants who are the winners, picture with my other two winners, and it's like smallest to tallest. I was like the tallest. And I also take a picture with my barangay captain and the current event affairs, cultural affairs in my constituency. So we got a picture together with four of us, and one of the gagawads. One of the gagawad also joined me, and the rest of the two officials, barangay officials. So with that, I was asked to sing one song, and that was Sa Kabukiran. And one of the companies who accompanied me in the Mutya ng Pasig, knowing that song sa Kabukiran, memorized the sa Kabukiran song. So I was about to sing sa Kabukiran when everybody got away, but the remaining people watched my performance, and I was about to be so happy because it's a big prize that I won. Not just for me, but also to my constituency. And I was so happy that I was the second winner from Barangay San Antonio, from the constituency of Barangay San Antonio in Makati, after the first Kundiman sa Makati champion in 1995, who happens to be Mr. William Gargoles, who also represents Barangay San Antonio. So I was the second representative from Barangay San Antonio to win the title. And for me, I may be making a name for myself, not just for myself, but also for my fellow constituents as well, that we in our barangay constituency can also prove that we can be winners by heart, by passion, and with enthusiasm. So that's all for my Kundiman sa Makati 2014 champion experience. So before I end my focal on Kundiman sa Makati experience as a champion, I would like to thank people again who joined with me in my journey as the 2014 Kundiman sa Makati champion, and for me it was the most unforgettable experience ever. I would like to thank also my fellow barangay officials who helped me out, not just in my experience, but also for motivating me to do my job as a singer, even though you invited me instantly. And I would like to extend my thanks to all the people who appreciated me, even though I have autism, spectrum disorders. It's possible that as a PWA that I can make a difference, and I can set a good example as a role model to every other autistic people, not just only in my country, the Philippines, but also to the world. So that's all for now. This has been Vell, now signing off.